Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong. You know, you guys know the whole story about Shark Week and...
Before the highly anticipated fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, Dana White had already made his stance clear. He was openly pessimistic about the matchup and did not believe it would end well for Tyson. From the very beginning, White questioned the logic behind a nearly 60-year-old legend stepping back into the ring against a much younger and active opponent. His concerns were not just about the result of the fight, but also about Tyson's health, safety, and long-term legacy. To White, this wasn't just another fight. It was a risky situation that could damage the reputation of one of boxing's greatest icons.
My biggest problem with the Jake Paul thing is when he actually fought somebody who was a boxer, who had the same type of record he has, who is his age and who is his size, he fucking lost. They're never gonna go that.
When the fight finally took place, drawing more than 70,000 fans to AT&T Stadium and millions watching worldwide on Netflix, Dana White was not surprised by how things unfolded. Despite the massive hype and global attention, White believed the expectations were unrealistic from the start. He revealed that he had warned Tyson about the dangers, particularly the risk of being knocked out. However, Tyson had reassured him that such a scenario would not happen. In the end, Tyson's prediction came true. There was no knockout, but the fight still raised serious questions about whether it should have happened at all.
Mike, you're basically 60 years old, and he's like, you honestly think this fucking kid's gonna do anything to me? He's not good. He's not gonna fucking knock me out.
What made the situation even more frustrating for Dana White was the long build-up to the fight. For months, Tyson had convinced fans and analysts that he still possessed the strength, speed, and ability to dominate. However, once the fight began, reality became clear. Tyson struggled to match Jake Paul's pace and movement, while Paul used a simple but effective strategy: maintaining distance, controlling the fight with his jab, and avoiding unnecessary risks. The difference in age and athletic ability became increasingly obvious as the rounds progressed.
I'm walking up the stairs, he had a knee brace on, and Jake Paul couldn't do anything to him. He made a ton of money, and I know people are mad you stayed home on a Saturday night, but you didn't pay for it.
Despite initial fears of a brutal knockout, the fight itself turned out to be relatively controlled. Tyson did not absorb significant damage, nor was he knocked down at any point. Jake Paul secured a decision victory without delivering a dramatic finish. Dana White later admitted that his prediction of a knockout had been incorrect, but he maintained that the fight still highlighted Tyson's physical limitations at his age. While the result was safer than expected, it did not change the underlying concerns.
Everybody makes money, you know? Jake Paul is fucking... I don't have to tell you guys, you guys know. Mike Tyson is the A++++.
In the end, Jake Paul won by unanimous decision, while Tyson walked away without serious injury. Dana White openly admitted his mistake, stating that Tyson had been right about avoiding a knockout. He also emphasized that Tyson's presence alone guaranteed massive financial success. According to White, Tyson remains the A-side, meaning his name still drives attention, viewership, and revenue regardless of the outcome. Even in defeat, Tyson proved that his global appeal remains unmatched.
That thing. And he was right. Jake Paul couldn't do shit to him. So he was right and I was wrong. That's the other thing. I mean, all the people that are...
After the fight, Jake Paul claimed he chose not to go for a knockout out of respect for Tyson, saying he did not want to hurt him unnecessarily. Dana White, however, was not entirely convinced by that explanation. Still, he was relieved that Tyson left the ring without serious damage. Addressing critics who were disappointed by the lack of excitement, White argued that fans should not have expected a classic fight given the massive age difference between the two fighters.
Con job of all time, I mean, if you didn't think that that's the way the fight, I don't know what people expected, you know?
Even though the fight lacked action, it was undeniably a massive commercial success. Millions of viewers tuned in, making it one of the most talked about events of the year. Dana White pointed out that, deep down, most fans already knew what to expect. The fight may not have delivered entertainment at the highest level, but it succeeded in capturing global attention. And in modern boxing, that level of attention carries significant value.
You can't be mad, it was fucking free. We all got Netflix anyway, right? And you got to watch the girls fight, and the girls fight was good. You know, I know a lot of people were pissed, but...
Dana White also addressed the frustration expressed by some fans. He argued that people got exactly what they should have expected from the matchup. According to him, no one realistically believed they were about to witness a historic high-level fight. Instead, The event was built around curiosity, nostalgia, and spectacle. In his view, the criticism after the fight was unnecessary because the outcome was predictable from the beginning.
Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong. You know, you guys know the whole story about Shark Week, and, you know, if you don't, I die.
White has long been critical of Jake Paul's approach to boxing. He believes Paul prioritizes business and entertainment over genuine competition. Their ongoing tension is also rooted in Paul's criticism of fighter pay in MMA. White argues that Paul carefully selects opponents who generate attention rather than those who pose the greatest competitive threat, which raises questions about his long-term credibility as a boxer.
The Roy Jones fight, you're too old, I love you, I don't want to see you take any more punishment, so I set him up on Shark Week, you got paid good money, and he's like,
Dana White's concern for Tyson is not new. He previously advised Tyson against returning to the ring for his exhibition fight with Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. White has consistently maintained that older fighters face serious risks when they step back into competition. His respect for Tyson is clear, but so is his belief that such decisions should be approached with extreme caution.
He almost flipped out the last day and was ready to kill everybody on the boat because he had to jump in with all these sharks again in the middle of Florida. And he's like, this fucking asshole says that, he cares about.
Dana White also shared a story that highlights both his concern for Mike Tyson and their unique relationship. He recalled setting Tyson up for a Shark Week appearance, where Tyson had to face a completely different kind of challenge, diving into the ocean surrounded by sharks. While it was meant as entertainment, the situation became intense, showing just how fearless Tyson still is even outside the ring. At the same time, it revealed White's complicated role in Tyson's life. On one hand, he tries to protect him from unnecessary risk in boxing, but on the other, he acknowledges Tyson's willingness to take on extreme challenges. This moment reflects the balance between Tyson's legendary courage and the concerns of those around him who understand the risks he continues to take.
I've been fighting since I was 12, and he throws me in the fucking ocean with a bunch of sharks. He was right about that too. But he basically said, I told him.
When the fight between Jake Paul and Tyson was first announced, Dana White once again made his concerns public. He emphasized that Tyson would be 58 years old at the time of the fight, which is extremely rare for a professional boxing event. White pointed out that in his own organization, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, he rarely signs fighters anywhere near that age. His reasoning is simple: combat sports demand peak physical condition, and age naturally reduces speed, endurance, and recovery. For White, this wasn't just about one fight. It was about the long-term risks that come with stepping back into such a physically demanding environment at that stage of life.
This one?
He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Who gives a shit what I think? It's not my fight.
Despite his strong opinions, Dana White tried to remain respectful when discussing Tyson's decision. He openly admitted that Tyson sometimes gets frustrated when people question him or doubt his abilities. However, White made it clear that his comments come from a place of respect and concern, not criticism. He acknowledged Tyson's legendary status and his right to make his own choices, but still maintained that the risks were real. This balance between honesty and respect shows how much White values Tyson, not just as a fighter, but as a person.
The biggest problem with the Jake Paul thing is, and how this plays out, is under any circumstances, a fucking almost 60-year-old man shouldn't be fighting a 27-year-old fucking guy. Yeah. Under any circumstances.
Dana White also took the opportunity to discuss the business side of the event, particularly the involvement of Netflix. He pointed out that streaming platforms are increasingly entering the world of live sports, recognizing its massive global appeal. While White believes Netflix joined the live sports space later than it should have, he acknowledged its incredible reach and ability to attract viewers worldwide. He explained that events like this demonstrate how powerful streaming platforms can be in shaping the future of sports entertainment, especially when they combine big names with global accessibility.
It's Mike Tyson, so it's fucking ridiculous. But when he actually fought somebody who was a boxer, who had the same type of record he has, who is his age,
Tommy,
and who is his size.
At the core of everything, Dana White highlighted one undeniable truth: Mike Tyson's star power is still unmatched. Even decades after his prime, Tyson continues to draw attention wherever he goes. White explained that Tyson has a unique presence that few athletes in history possess. Whether he is stepping into a ring, appearing at an event, or simply walking into a room, people immediately take notice. This aura is what keeps Tyson relevant and allows him to generate income and opportunities long after his professional career has ended. It's a reminder that true legends never fully fade from the spotlight.
Did you feel Mike's power at all?
No.
He hit you with one, and you gave him the tongue.
Only because the crowd, got...
Dana White also returned to one of his biggest criticisms of Jake Paul, his choice of opponents. White argued that Paul tends to fight opponents who are either past their prime or not traditional boxers. According to him, this strategy is less about proving skill and more about maximizing attention and profit. White believes Paul understands the entertainment side of boxing extremely well, but questions whether he is truly interested in competing against elite-level fighters. This ongoing criticism continues to fuel debate about Paul's legitimacy within the sport.
It didn't actually hurt. But, no one's punches have, really hurt. I got buzzed a little bit against Tommy Fury, but that's about it.
Leading up to the fight, rumors began circulating online suggesting that the match might be scripted. These claims quickly spread across social media, adding another layer of controversy to an already polarizing event. While these rumors were eventually dismissed as false, they reflected the skepticism many fans feel toward crossover fights like this. The idea of a scripted outcome highlighted concerns about whether the event was driven more by entertainment value than genuine competition.
It didn't hurt, no. I was just off balance when Woodley hit me, but... because I was throwing a check hook and
Once the fight actually began, it followed a fairly predictable pattern. Tyson showed flashes of his classic style early on, using his signature movement and trying to close the distance. However, as the rounds went on, his age became more noticeable. His speed slowed, his reactions became less sharp, and fatigue began to set in. Jake Paul, on the other hand, used his youth and stamina to his advantage, maintaining distance and controlling the pace of the fight. It became a clear contrast between experience and youth, with youth ultimately taking control. In the end, the fight may not have delivered the excitement fans were hoping for, but it achieved something just as important in today's boxing world. It captured global attention. The event sparked debates about legacy, entertainment, and the direction of modern boxing. Some saw it as a celebration of Tyson's legacy, while others viewed it as an unnecessary risk. Regardless of opinion, one thing is certain: the fight succeeded in getting people talking, and in the modern era of sports entertainment, that alone makes it a significant moment.